Major funding for this Read 180 workshop is provided by the National Science Foundation, America's investment in the future.
Intel Corporation is a proud supporter of PBS. The Intel Innovation in Education Initiative provides teachers with the resources to inspire their students and encourage them to unlock their potential.
At Jif Peanut Butter, we know just how choosy you are when it comes to your family, including the shows you value most. Public television encourages kids' curiosity and love of learning, and Jif is proud to support Cyberchase on behalf of all choosy moms and dads.
And by a ready-to-learn television cooperative agreement from the U.S. Department of Education through the Public Broadcasting Service.
And by the Corporation for Public Broadcasting. This program was also made possible by contributions to your PBS station from viewers like you. Thank you.
Welcome to Workshop 4, When Music Offends. Music can be a pretty fat topic, and when the beats range from rap to rock, it's hard to lump them all together. But these acts have one thing in common. Someone, somewhere, thinks their music is offensive, too nasty or too violent or too harsh. Not only that, some people think their music should be censored, banned from the airwaves. But fans say these musicians have the right to say or sing anything they want. And that's guaranteed by the First Amendment of the U.S. Constitution. We'll be exploring this controversy and hearing what parents, kids, performers, and critics have to say about it. You'll hear from a teen protesting his local cable company for pulling the plug on MTV. Then find out about a school that told students to leave the headphones at home. They banned kids from listening to music in the building or on the bus. Then, you'll get a closer look at the debate about setting limits on what singers can say in songs versus the right to free speech. You'll also get a look at the greatest hits of censored pop music and see how, when it comes to controversy, the beat goes on. Reading 1, MTV Unplugged. MTV first hit the airwaves in the early 80s. Back then, the cable channel aired mostly music videos. Immediately, kids went crazy for it. But in East Texas, some adults weren't so thrilled, complaining the videos were often violent and obscene. Then, in the early 90s, offended customers convinced their local cable company, TCA, to drop MTV. You will hear what one teen thinks about TCA's decision in this letter to the editor of a Texas newspaper. Reading 2, The Day the Music Died. You're riding home from school on the bus. You want to hear your favorite song. You turn on your CD player loud. The next day, you're in trouble. Other kids on the bus ratted you out. They said there were swear words in the song you were playing. The bus driver complained too. Music like that makes kids act crazy on the bus, he said. But it's a free country, so can't you play any music you want? In this magazine article, you'll learn how one small-town school answered this question and how students reacted. Reading 3, Rockers, Rappers, and Freedom of Speech. It's a free country, I can say whatever I want. People say that all the time. Americans got that right from the First Amendment to the Constitution. It says that Congress can't make any law that abridges or limits the freedom of speech. Still, there are limits. You don't have the right to say something that puts other people in danger. You can't fake people out and yell fire in a crowd of people. It could cause a stampede. But what about song lyrics? Should explicit, violent, and nasty song lyrics be illegal? In this social studies feature, you'll meet a group, the Parents Music Resource Center, who thought so, but their opponents said that banning offensive lyrics would violate the First Amendment. Read more about the controversy in this article. Popular music. It's what teens love and their parents love to hate. Whether it's rap or rock, music has always been out to shock.
Beastie Boys had the gun code kicking it live!
Kids can't get enough, but some think the fun's gone too far and music is offensive and way out of bounds. Who gets to decide? And what, if anything, should be done about it? Too hot to handle. (1957). Audiences went wild for Elvis Presley's wailing songs and rockin' hips.
You ain't nothing but
But viewers at home saw only half the show. Elvis was filmed from the waist up. Those rockin' hips were thought to be too disturbing for TV. Elvis was not the only censored show. Some radio stations thought that one of Billie Holiday's romantic ballads was too controversial, so they played the song without the words. Sometimes pop music got its enemies just as worked up as its fans.
I know how it feels when you sing it. I know what it does to you. And I know the evil feeling that you feel when you sing it.
1969, a decade later, rock gets radical. Hippies flocked to Woodstock, a 3-day music festival in New York State. And rock opponents were outraged at the sight of 500,000 kids going wild. 1977. 10 years later, disco dance music is hot. People pack clubs and dance the night away. But not everyone is a fan, and some think the music is way too wild. Minister and politician Jesse Jackson calls for a ban on disco. 1985. The controversy over rock music really heated up. A group of parents opposed to lewd or violent lyrics, songs sung by performers like heavy metal star Ozzy Osbourne, took their cause to Congress. Record companies agreed to put warning labels on albums, but lots of kids and rockers objected.
It really doesn't mean anything. They just listen to it. It's not like you hear something, you're going to go right out and do it.
It is only music, and it's not going to hurt you.
1990, rap rules the airwaves. And a court rules that Two Live Crew's nasty as they want to be is too nasty for the public to hear. Lawyers spoke out.
This stuff is so toxic and so dangerous to anybody that it shouldn't be allowed to be sold to anybody or by anybody.
Artists and CD store owners were arrested.
They're violating our freedom of speech. And next, and what else will it be next?
Many lawmakers agreed that this time it was those who opposed pop music who had gone too far. The charges were dropped, and Two Live Crew's CDs were back in stores and selling fast. So what's next on the music scene? One thing's for sure. Fans will love it, and other people will find it too hot to handle.